Scene opens, upbeat and intriguing music starts, then fades to the background. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a story for you that's straight out of a movie, but I promise it's 100% real. It's about underestimation, skill, and one of the most satisfying I told you so moments you can imagine. So picture this, a specialized self-defense training facility. The air is thick with focus and the sounds of serious practice. Our story centers on a woman named Clara. She was relatively new to this advanced group, quiet and kept to herself. She wasn't the biggest or the loudest person in the room. And because of that, one of the more seasoned guys, let's call him Alex, didn't take her seriously. Alex was one of those guys. You know the type. Skilled, for sure, but with an ego to match. He'd been training for years and carried himself like he was the king of the mat. During drills, he'd often get paired with Clara, and you could see the condescending smirk on his face. He'd go easy on her, treating the exercise like a joke, and it was clear he thought she was no match for him. Clara, being the professional she was, never said a word. She just kept training, her movements precise, her focus unwavering. She absorbed every lesson, every technique, with a quiet intensity that most people, including Alex, completely missed. Her instructor, however, saw her potential. He knew that true skill isn't about size or volume, it's about discipline and technique. One afternoon, the instructor announced a special challenge to test everyone's true mastery of their senses and skills. The challenge was a blindfolded disarmament drill. One person would be blindfolded and would have to disarm an armed attacker using only their hearing, sense of touch, and muscle memory. It's an incredibly difficult exercise that separates the good from the great. Guess who got paired up? Yep, Clara and Alex. When the instructor announced that Clara would be the one blindfolded, Alex literally chuckled. He shot a look to his buddies like, "This'll be over in 2 seconds." He probably imagined he'd just walk in, tap her, and the drill would be done. The instructor tied the blindfold securely over Clara's eyes. The room went silent. Alex was handed a training weapon. He got his trademark smirk back on his face and started to move. He was trying to be stealthy, but to a trained ear, his footsteps were like drums. He approached Clara from the side, thinking he had the perfect angle. As he lunged, what happened next left the entire room, especially Alex, in complete shock. In a single fluid motion, Clara shifted her weight, intercepted his arm, and used his own momentum against him. Before Alex could even process what was happening, his wrist was locked, the training weapon was pried from his grasp, and he was neutralized on the mat. The whole thing took maybe 3 seconds. Clara stood effortlessly, still blindfolded, holding the weapon. She took off the blindfold, looked down at a stunned Alex, and simply said, "Are we done?" The smirk was gone, wiped clean off his face, replaced by a look of pure astonishment and, dare I say, a newfound respect. The entire room teary. It was a master class in how skill, technique, and focus will always triumph over ego and underestimation. Alex learned a valuable lesson that day. Never, ever judge a book by its cover. That's the kind of story that just gets you fired up, right? It's a powerful reminder that strength comes in many forms. Thanks so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. See you in the next one.